Good evening to you. I'm Eduardo Wijon Jr. Let's go ahead and take a look at your extended KSBY microclimate forecast. So we're continuing to track the Madre Fire right in the Cuyama Valley, in the Santa Maria Valley as well. But you can see the heat, the satellite is picking up from the Madre Fire. It's burned over 52,000 acres and is only about 5% contained. But a lot of the smoke is pushing into communities in San Luis Obispo and Santa Barbara counties. You can see a lot of that light smoke present in areas near the Lompoc, Santa Ynez Valley, even areas down along the south coast. But wind speeds right now in the Madre Fire are moving at around 13 miles per hour, but wind gusts have been gusty this afternoon, as wind gusts at the Madre Fire have been moving at around 24 miles per hour. But we're also seeing gusty conditions in other interior communities, 28-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Cuyama, 26 in California Valley, 25 in Paso Robles and in Shannon. Within the next couple of hours, you can see wind gusts are still going to be moving a little over 20 miles per hour, but as the night progresses, wind gusts are expected to settle down. So this is going to help out our firefighters who are battling the Madre Fire, continuing to fight and put out the blaze. But during the late morning into the afternoon, wind gusts should be picking up a little over 20 miles per hour by the mid-afternoon. As far as night to morning low clouds and fog, that's going to be the case for our coastal communities from now through this weekend. And you can see we are expecting to see that marine layer present just offshore, affecting our beaches and coastal valleys into the evening hours. And we could even see some low clouds in the Santa Ynez Valley tonight. However, for tomorrow morning, we could still see that marine layer just offshore and present in some coastal valleys like Santa Maria, Lompoc, and even further down in Ventura and Oxnard. But we are expecting to see some sunny skies during the afternoon. And yes, we are expecting to see some foggy conditions for some of our beach communities for tomorrow night. However, you can see that marine layer isn't so dense, and we are still expecting to see some low clouds in communities like Lompoc, Santa Maria, even near San Luis Obispo. All right, so here's what you can expect to see for your 4th of July forecast. Daytime highs in Paso Robles will be reaching the mid-80s, 75 in San Luis Obispo. It's going to be a lot cooler in our north coast beaches, as daytime highs are going to be in the 70s and 60s, 92 in San Miguel, 68 down in Avila Beach. Our 5 cities are going to be a lot cooler, daytime highs in the 60s, low 70s in Arroyo Grande and in Pomo, 90 in Shannon, 89 in California Valley. But daytime highs in Solvang and Santa Ynez are still going to be quite warm in the low 80s, 72 in Goleta, 76 in Carpinteria. If you're flying out of the Central Coast or driving out of town, expect to see warm conditions in Central California in the 90s in Bakersfield and Fresno, 84 in Sacramento. It's a lot cooler in the Bay Area, 64 in San Francisco, triple-digit heat out in the desert in Palm Springs, 77 in San Diego. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. We are still expecting to see warm conditions out in the interior from now through this weekend into the upcoming work week. But again, we're still expecting to see night through morning low clouds and fog for our coastal communities and our beach towns from now through this weekend. And temperatures will be ranging throughout the 70s in some areas. Here's your 8 to 14-day temperature outlook. We're expecting to see some warm conditions for the region as we head into the middle of this month. Precipitation outlook shows we're expecting to see some rain out in the Pacific Northwest, way up north away from the Golden State Lake. Day forecast, Lake Nacimiento, mostly sunny skies in the forecast. Temperatures close to 90 degrees right around 3 p.m. Cachuma Lake seeing night and morning low clouds and fog. Temperatures reaching up into the 80s with mostly sunny skies in the afternoon. And Lopez Lake seeing mostly sunny skies as temperatures are going to be reaching into the low 70s.